Okay, folks, so let's get potty. You know, not that kind of potty. We're getting potted with plants. Now, you cannot simply have one plant in a pot. It doesn't work. It's like things work together, you know? You can't have the hen without the rooster. And for me to have one plant in a pot all on its own for the rest of its glorious life is just simply a ruin. The magic is all in the soil. And remember, if you don't get that right, what doesn't happen down there is not going to happen on top. So you've got to get that mixture right, get it, making sure that it's got the right pH, the right nutritional value to make sure that your beautiful plants are going to continue to look as gorgeous as they do. But I want to show you something, and for that I need a glass of water. And this is just a little experiment to show you how amazingly it works. So this is a gel. This is also mixed with carbon. Now carbon is critically important to your soil. So I'm going to put this in there, put in 2 little teaspoons. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a stir and watch what happens. It's already starting to happen. It's like magic. I always wanted to be a magician. And this is the closest I think I'm going to get. Because look what's happening already. The gel is sucking up all the water, and look what's happened. It's become a solid mass. The teaspoon is standing upright. Incredible. Now, imagine if you have this mixed into your potting soil, you've watered your plants, they hold on to the moisture, and as the plants need it, they suck it back out the granules. Brilliant. And the best part about it, it's really cool to play with. So there we have it. This is the stuff that's going to save your life, really, in pots and in hanging baskets especially. So let's get to the mixture. We know inside here we've got some plain potting soil, fresh potting soil, not from the dead plant. In it we're putting in 2 or 3 handfuls of our palm peat, and we know that also has a moisture holding capacity. So 3 handfuls in there. We're going to add in a handful of organic pellets, which is made up of kelp. Kelp we know is high in nutrition, and of chicken litter. All right, so in that goes. And then I'm going to add in 3 teaspoons of my dry crystals. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And the last ingredient is our soil conditioner. Now, soil conditioner is in these little granules. This is also carbon-based, and what it does, it conditions the soil. It releases all your nutrients that are already trapped in here. It also helps aeration and an all-round getting a good environment for the plants that we're going to have in here. Alrighty, folks, this is looking perfect. It's all mixed in. You can't see the separate individual pieces that I had in here. This is like a muffin mix on steroids. And we know that when we put it in there, it's going to give the perfect conditions for everything that we want. I'm getting the pot, and we're going to start planting. So here's our pot. A couple of important things to know about any container, guys. Make sure that there are holes. And I cannot be more stern. And if you're ever going to get a shouting at, it'll be now. Make sure that the pot has holes, and make sure that they are open, because so many plants perish a very slow, terrible death that I might have to call on the plant SPCA to come and arrest you, because we don't make sure that they're drainage holes, and simply what happens is the water just builds up, and the plants eventually just rot and die. What we need to do is to aid this drainage so that they don't get blocked up, is to add in some pebbles. This is just a 19 millimeter grit. It's not a fancy pebble, it's not a white pebble, but it goes into the bottom of the pot. Right, in it goes. Have a look. Nicely covered, covering the drainage holes, but not blocking them. And that's why it's important to use a bigger grit gravel. Now, we take our mixture, and you'll see why it's so nice and easy to mix it into my trug. And then we pop some in, and we are only filling up just over halfway, guys. Nothing more. Don't fill it all the way to the top, because if you do, you're going to be like a Jack Russell taking the soil out and putting it back in here. And then take your hand, flat hand, and just firm it down. Okay, right. Once we've done that, let the party start. So, first plant that I'm going to be using is our beautiful coleus, also known as Solenostemon, and this is going to go at the back to give me some height. How do we take it out? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Grab it gently there, turn the pot over, and out it comes. All right. Tease the root slightly to open it up, and then we're popping it right in here. Gorgeous. First baby is in. Now we're going to go with our middle plant, and this is where we're going to use this beautiful Carex, and it is so stunning. I don't have this in my garden yet, so I'm truly excited that I have one to be able to put in a pot, because it is going to look just super sexy. Now remember, pull it open over here a little bit. So by teasing the roots like this, what we do is we actually tell the plant, you're set free, you can go and look for other things. And now when we take this, this is where things start coming alive. Oh man, there we go. Fluff it out a bit. You know, remember, she's a blonde. Okay, now, before we start adding in the echeveria, I want to start just filling up some of these gaps over here so that I don't have to do that right at the end and have the crisis of maybe damaging my echeveria. So let's take it, and in it goes. All right, let's get this echeveria in. He's a big boy. Ooh la la, look at it. Man! Okay, same thing with them. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So once you've done all the squeezing, make sure that it really is loose. And then over your pot, same ideas. Get your hand underneath it there. Get it underneath, turn it on its side, and out it comes. Okay. Then when I'm going to turn it over, you're going to see a lot of the soil is going to drop off, and that's okay. There, soil's going. Okay. All right, in it goes, baby. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh la la. And you see, I'm putting it at a slight angle. It's not flat, okay? That would be planting it just flat, upright. But we pop it at an angle. And when we do that, we get to work with the edges of the pot as well as the textures and the height. So there we have it, folks. One times glorious sex bomb of a pot that deserves to be on the red carpet, in my opinion. A good watering once a week is all that you need. Because remember, we fed the soil. We gave it the right stuff. So a good deep watering, that's it. Feed it with the liquid plant food. A couple of easy steps, guys. Go out and enjoy.